doing, team? Are we looking good this morning? A couple more people joining us. You're not used to me being on time, are you? Not only on time this morning, I was early, and we had a few little technical problems. I thought I wasn't going to see you, but we're here now, so that all is good, and we can breathe together. So if you're joining us for the first time, my name's Hannah. Really good to see you. Grab yourself a mat, get yourself in a position that you feel comfortable. So making sure that your environment's clear around you. If you have any yoga blocks and you know that they help you, feel free to have them close by. If you've got any injuries, health issues, as we're saying, make sure that you check with a doctor before you do any exercise and before you do this practice. Remember that you're doing this practice at your own risk. Take plenty of water. It's not as hot today. Where's our sunny weather gone? But it was a bit fresher when I was riding down on my bike this morning, so that's nice. So we'll start our practice with our breathing. We will also finish with breathing and relaxation. Didn't get to say before the class last week, but if you want to spend longer in relaxation at the end, then just tune out and have a longer relax, because we're not hustling you to get up off your mat and get out of the studio. And the other positive about you doing it at home is there's no booking system. I don't have to go through those lists, which is nice. So if you are ready, we'll get on the mat either seated or lying down. I'll pop my music on and we'll get busy this morning. It's Monday. You love Monday mornings at the waterside. Let's go. Find yourself connected, rooting down, deeper breaths in. Let those first few exhales go out of the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Gorgeous. Making the breath more conscious, becoming aware of how the breath affects our bodies, our minds, our energy. Moving any body parts now that you know hold on to tension. Definitely my shoulders, my neck. Might be lower backs. Just work through so that we're getting ourselves into a state of relaxation, so that we're open for our practice, we're calm, and we're ready to receive the teaching and learning this morning of yoga. Softening the face. You can make your funny faces without anybody else seeing, just you all have to watch mine. Relaxing the jaw. Wiggling the nose. Any tension around the eyes, the temples. Oh, I'm just going to have a little rub down the back of my neck and my shoulders. And then gently joining the lips together. Taking the breath in and out through the nose if we can. That more calming breath. Starting to let the breath reach deeper into the lower belly. So as the inhale happens, the belly expands. And as the exhale happens, the tummy button draws towards the spine. Contraction in the belly to help that full exhale. Find your rhythm with your breath. Notice how long it takes whenever you find points of challenge within your practice this morning, bring that focus back to the breath. Clearing the mind of any chatter, distraction. Being aware of any emotions that we're holding on to. Particularly if you hold that emotional tension in the body. Knowing that your practice this morning will help to release all of that, re-energize us. Taking our last few breaths, enjoying the stillness. And consciously starting to move and awaken different body parts, slowly and carefully. I'm starting with my fingers, my wrists and my hands. Moving up towards my shoulders and matching that with my breath, so taking an inhale to lift the shoulders, exhale as I release. Remembering to work at your own pace. If you're seated, you might want to just ease back onto your forearms, let the legs out in front and gently knock those knees out from side to side. If you're lying down, moving through the lower body a little bit. So you might want to start circling those ankles, wiggling the toes. My feet are waving at you this morning. Good morning. And when you're ready, start to move the head and easing the neck into your practice. So seated, we can let the chin drop towards the chest. Use the weight of the head to just stretch out down the back of the neck and shoulders. If you're lying down, you might want to start those head rotations from side to side. Those of you that like the chin dropping towards the chest. Breath in as you lift, breath out as you change. Pause in any position that your body needs that little bit longer. Breathe into the pose, taking the arms above the head, big breath in, stretch through to the fingertips, shrug the shoulders away from the ears, feel the length through to the tips of the fingers. If you're lying down, feel free to stretch it all the way through the body. You might want a little ease from side to side. Releasing down when you're ready, we'll make our way into tabletop as we always start. With some work through the spine to wake it up. Making that nice tabletop position, wrists and shoulders align, knees and hips. Nice strength through the core of the body. Inhale, lift the chin, dip the hips, eyes to the sky. Exhale as you round your spine, opposite direction. This is still one of my favourite movements. I love it. Cat-cow. Inhaling and exhaling our way through. Real press through the hands as you do that rounding in the spine, trying to get some space behind the shoulder blades. Feel free to add any of your own movements in. So you might want some tailbone circles. We often do hip sways when we're together in class, looking over each shoulder as you look towards those hips. And press back into child's pose when you're ready. big toes one might want to touch. I want to keep my hands extended out in front this morning, but feel free to take full rest in child's whenever you need to this morning. It's a great one just to rest in for a couple of breaths. Maybe bring the palms of the hands from the mat, keep the fingertips and thumbs connected to get that stretch underneath the armpits, across the back of the shoulders. Taking a round breath. And when we're ready, we're lifting the eyes, we're placing the hands on the floor, and we're going to take a little sneaky dive forward, pulling those elbows into the side of the body as we do so. Gently lying down with our tummy on the mat, rocking the hips from side to side. Placing the hands for Sphinx pose to begin with. So forearms are out in front, chin is lifted, shoulders are released away from the ears. Taking a nice full round of breath. Stay here if you enjoy this one. Those of you that move into body waves, bringing the hands closer to the body, rolling the shoulders away from the ears and pulling those elbows back. Little inhale breath to lift gently. Exhale as we return down towards the mat. Inhaling. Exhaling. Those of you that are ready for it, full press into upward facing dog if it's in your practice this morning. Just watch the tension in the shoulders doesn't start to crease. So we're keeping a nice long neck. We're relaxing the bottom and the back body. Maybe the throat wants to open. Keeping the breath nice and rhythmical. When you're ready for it, exhale round through the spine, press down through child's pose. Stay there and breathe if that's your option this morning. Those of you that are ready for it, in breath to tabletop, tuck toes. Out breath to downward facing dog. Let's take that easy dog to begin with. So you do whatever your body feels is good here. It can be pedaling the feet, circling the ankles. Well, that's my hip clicking. Can you still hear those at home? My clicky joints. Shake the head, the neck. Ease the shoulders away from the ears. An encouragement of the heels towards the floor. I'm just going to have a couple of hip sways here. Loving that. Oh. In breath, we're going to lift the chin and look forward. As we exhale, start to walk the feet to the hands. So you're going to find the front of your mat. Keep the knees soft. And then exhale your way deeply into forward fold. Hanging out, hanging loose. Let the hands relax, the head, neck and shoulders. Oh, I love that one. Brighten the hamstrings when you're ready. A breath in can take us to flat back, looking forward, drawing the tummy towards the spine. And exhale, maybe a little bit deeper into forward fold this time. We're going to set for chair pose. So for some of you that means bringing the feet together. Toes, ankles, knees connect. In breath, reach with the hands. Out breath, transfer the weight down and back. Let's make sure from the top of the head right the way down to those heels that we're correct in this position. So lift of the eyes and the chin, drawing the shoulders back. Sitting deep and lifting the toes off the floor so the weight's in the heels. Keeping the breath, part of our focus. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, little lift of the arms and the eyes. Exhale as we fold. Flat back as we breathe in. Exhale and fold. Starting to step the right foot back, so hands back to the mat. Creating low lunge position here. So hands are either side of that left foot. Maybe just gently touch the back of the left hip and ease it back slightly to ensure that our pelvis is aligned. If the leg feels a bit tired this morning, you know you can always pop it down. Press out firmly through that back right heel if you can. Lift the eyes and the chin and shoulders back. One more round of breath. Inhale, start to push off that back foot. Exhale, step forward into forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale and fold. Chair pose in breath. Reach, out breath, sit down and back. So let's try and get that a little bit deeper for our second round of chair pose. I know you can do it. No one's actually sat in the chair just watching me with a cup of coffee, are they? Good, just checking. Cheeky lot. Inhale. Exhale, sitting a bit deeper. Lovely. That's the best way to do yoga, isn't it? I'll put it on the telly, I'll get myself a brew, and I'll sit and watch it. Then I know what I should be doing. Inhale, little lift, exhale, out, fold. Flat back, breath in, breath out and fold. Left foot's going to step back, low lunge. So if this feels a little bit uncomfortable, you can always add a bit of height with blocks either side of the foot. Like I said, you can place that back knee down, take a less intense version of the posture. Just going to check this hip is aligned. And I'm pressing a bit more energy into that back heel. Inhale. Lovely work. Last round of breath before we step this right foot back to join the left. Take your option for plank. What's it going to be this morning? Are we going with full plank? An option, pop the knees down, less intense. Or it might be that tabletop suits you better today. Wherever you are, let's focus in and breathe. Pressing firmer into the hands and resisting the mat. Lifting your thighs away from the floor. In breath. Out breath. If the knees aren't on the mat, let them down now and elbows bend. Lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Child's pose if that feels right. Downward dog as your alternative option. Taking the chance to bring the breath back into a nice comfortable rhythm. The one you set earlier at the beginning of your practice. Seeing now if the heels are a little bit closer towards the mat. They never have to get there, remember. Adding flow if you want to, in breath to plank. Out breath. Downward dog. In breath. Knee down option. Out breath, child's pose if you want. Mix it in. And when we're ready for it, we'll go through a full cycle of Vinyasa. Inhale to your option of plank. Exhale. Lowering knees first, or whole body in one straight line, chaturanga. Inhale. Smoothly into upward dog. Relax the back body. Exhale. Downward dog or child's pose. And we're preparing to step our right foot forward back into that low lunge position that we warmed up. Taking that step, if it doesn't quite make it, give it a helping hand until we're always checking knee and ankle are aligned here. Once you feel steady, place that back heel into the mat. You're setting for warrior one. And taking a breath in. The hands might reach above us. If you're a bit wobbly this morning, place them back at the waist. If you want more shoulder opening, some of those options we did last week if you were with us. Interlaced fingers, all hands folded behind. Inhale. Exhale, let's go for a lower lunge through this front thigh. And I want a little bit of throat opening this morning. Inhaling. Are you smiling? Yes, of course you are. Exhale. Inhale, raise the arms high. Reach to the sky. Exhale. Hands to the mat, back heel lifts. Cycle of vinyasa or rest it out. Back foot steps. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, child's pose or downward dog. Breathe. Take a good 3 to 5 rounds of breath here. So just checking that our heels aren't turning out or in. Trying to keep them parallel. The fingers and hands are nice and spread evenly into the mat. Shrug the shoulders away from the ears. And the eyes look towards the belly button. Preparing to step the left foot, lift the head. Eyes forward as we breathe in, breathe out. And step that left leg through. Check your alignment, knee with ankle. Back hip eases. And back heel presses down when you feel ready. Don't rush, take your time. Find the postures and then make them right for you. Inhaling, exhaling. Lovely. We did do a bit of shoulder opening on the opposite side, so I'm just going to even that up this time round. And throat opens. Exhale. I think I can get a bit lower in that one. Just looking back at myself there on the screen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the eyes and the arms to the sky. Exhale, bowing forward, back heel releases. Same option as last time, vinyasa or rest. Step back, breath in. Breathe out. Hover that little bit longer. Inhaling. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Yay! I'm going to raise high onto my toes this time. Breathe out. And encourage my heels down. Back towards the mat. Inhaling. So if you want to pop another little cycle of vinyasa in, take a couple of breaths to do so. Otherwise, enjoy hanging out in the posture that you've chosen to be in. Preparing to step forward again on the right leg. When you're ready, lift your eyes and chin, breath in, breathe out. Step forward and through. Back heel in just as before. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale. Lunge down. Beautiful. This time let's all come to the shoulder opening version. So either fold those hands behind your back. If that feels enough of an opening, stay there. Or interlace those hands. So we're going to add the option for humble warrior. I know not everybody likes this one, so see how you go. You can always stay with this option. Eyes to the sky and open the throat if we can. Taking a breath in. And if you want to bow forward from here, breath out as we do so. Right shoulder towards the right thigh. Lifting those interlaced hands above the head. Letting the head loose. And then seeing if these hips will sneak closer back towards the mat. If you are a bit wobbly team, you can release those hands and stay low. See how you're doing. Give yourself a couple of breaths here. And whenever you want to release back to the floor, use an exhale to pop the hands down, back heel lift. Vinyasa or rest, step back, breathe in. Breathing out, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, child's pose. Not staying quite as long before we repeat on the other side. Lifting the eyes, lifting the chin, breath in, breath out, step left. Back heels in. Moving when you're ready, inhale. Warrior one. Exhale. Nice lunge. Adding those shoulders opening. If you're interlacing this time round, do it in a more awkward way. So the way that doesn't feel natural. So that we're hitting everything nice and equally. Eyes to the sky, throat opening. Adding that humble warrior if you wish to, with your breath out. Sinking the hips. Keeping that back foot active. So I'm pressing firm into my right baby toe. Keeping it in contact with the mat. Taking a breath in. Breath out as we start to release. Step back through Vinyasa. You know you can always rest it out. Upward dog. Downward dog or child's pose. When we're ready, team, if you want to add a three-legged dog, take a breath. Lift the right leg from the floor. Breathe out, bend at the knee. Look underneath your right armpit. More modified version is to bring that back knee down. Look over the shoulder. Circle the right ankle if you wish to. And then just push a little bit further into that right arm for me. So it will even up the imbalance in the upper body. We're going to step this right leg wide of your right hand. That was a bit of a thud from me, wasn't it? Did you all hear that at home? How were your thuds? They were like fairy feet, weren't they? So this foot might be off the mat. Hands are on the inside, so you've got a wide, low lunge. If the back knee wants to, it can pop down onto the mat. And if this right arm wants to, it can make contact with that front thigh, or add me a bit of a twist this morning. Some of you like to wrap this top arm round the back of the waist. So again, you're doing a bit more for your shoulders. You find what's good for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, let's reach. Exhale. Place that right hand back on the mat. Stepping that right foot into plank. In breath. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift and open. Upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. And we're going straight into that lift, the left leg. So three-legged dog on the left side. Inhaling. Exhale, bend the knee. Circle the ankles. Push back through the left hand and arm. Let that gorgeous opening through the left side of the body happen here. When you're ready, eyes forward, breath in, breathe out. That was better, Hannah. Step that left leg forward. Just to the edge or wide of the mat. Nice wide legged low lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Popping at the start of the twist. All your full twisting options here. In breath. Out breath. Pressing firmly into my back heel. Looking towards the sky. That feels really good on my shoulders this morning. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the mat. You're going to press off the back foot and step it wide forward. Breathe in, little bend. Breathe out. Let's place. So if anyone is watching you this morning, we know that this is a very glamorous looking pose, of course. Wide-legged squat. So, wiggle those heels, grab a block if you want to. The thighs will hopefully start singing to you. Let's work with a bit of flow. So inhale, lift the eyes and the chin. Exhale, extend those legs, hips towards the sky. Wide-legged forward fold, in breath. Bend the knees. If you're feeling like you want to, reach into horse pose. Exhale. Forward fold. And then. Stay with that flow. Or those of you that want to sit and breathe into horse pose for a couple of rounds of breath. I know you all want to. Exhale in, get a bit deeper. Wiggle the toes, come on team. The thighs will thank you for it. Inhale. Exhale when you're ready. Oh, lovely. Shaking out through the neck. The shoulders. I want my feet now to go a bit wider. So I'm toe heeling them apart. And I'm going to reach forward with my hands. Soften the knees if you need to. Then when you feel ready, I'm going to change those hands up a little bit so they come in line with the toes. And hang the crown of the head forward. And whenever you feel you want to, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Heel, toe, heel, toe. You're going to bring the feet back onto the mat. Keep them hip distance apart. Take an inhale with the spine. Slowly, carefully, as we go. My head, neck is the last thing to come to standing. Ah, beautiful. Take a breath or two in mountain pose. I'm going to get rid of my ratty hair. So desperate for a haircut and a bit of colour. I'm glad you're not seeing me too up close. Release the shoulders. Beautiful team. Bring the hands into prayer. Maybe want to bring those feet closer together now. Adding some balance work into our flow. So lifting that right heel from the floor. Then perhaps we lift the foot off. Remember, if you're wobbly, grab a wall, a chair, or tap that foot down whenever you need to. Trying to align the knee and the hip if we can, and popping a little flex there on that right foot. Reaching the arms out into T position, and if you want to, open that leg with it. Beautiful. Inhale, back to centre. And let's reach the arms high. Exhale. We're going to start to tilt forward, keeping the arms parallel. And working through warrior 3. Gorgeous. Opening the arms to aeroplane. One of my favourite balances. And starting to find the floor. So a deep bend through the left leg. Let the hands reach down and find the mat. And then place that back foot down into low lunge. Gorgeous work, team. Back heel in when you're ready. Warrior 2. So I learned last week not to do a warrior 2 with the bottom to you first. It's not nice for anybody, is it? In breath. Out breath. There you go. I get to see you. Gorgeous. So let's check in with this warrior 2. A flattening of this front thigh. Knee and ankle aligned, so make sure that that knee doesn't pop over the toe for me. If it is, it's a shift back through the back leg. Check this knee doesn't roll forward. I'm going to keep this inner thigh working really hard to make sure it turns out. Inhale. Exhale. Let's get a little bit lower. Turn the head towards the front arm if we can. tension in the upper body. So reach through to the fingertips. Inhaling. Exhaling. Lovely. Front arm find the front thigh. Little rotation of the chest as we raise the right arm towards the sky. Sink back down through the hips. And then see if the top arm will find alignment for side angle pose. Shoulder is released. Keep looking towards the sky if we can. Exhaling. Right, left hand can reach to the floor and we'll sink those hips even further if possible. Keep breathing. And whenever you need an exhale, let it take you back to low lunge. Back heel lift. Hands either side of the left foot. Step into child's pose or join me in a vinyasa. In breath, left foot steps. Out breath. Lower. Inhale. Lift and open. Exhale down the double child's pose. Take some time to breathe. When you're ready, lift the right foot from the floor, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, eyes forward. Exhale, step forward. Low lunge. Beautiful. From here, we're going to creep our way back into aeroplane pose. So, just move the fingertips a little bit further in front of your right foot. Then take a little press off the back foot and bring it in closer. Release those hands a little bit further again. Little step again. Eventually, drawing that back leg from the floor. Through standing splits. Maybe reach with one arm. And then both arms. Did you take flight? Yes, team. Of course you did. Circle the arms round past the body. Let's come through warrior three. Beautiful. Start to reach high. Bend the left knee in and open the arms to T. Flex the left foot as we breathe out. Open that left leg. Gorgeous. Inhale, bring the hands to the hips. Point that toe down. Just check now that the hips are stable and aligned. And point that toe back to the ground. Heel down. Beautiful. And if you want to have a little bit of a ski down, so widen the feet, inhale, exhale through the mouth. Shoulders release again. Inhaling, exhaling. Lovely. Find yourself back in mountain pose. Feet together or feet apart. Forget everything that went on the right side. And let's focus now onto the left. Find your centre point, abdominals, core, supporting these balances. Release the left heel. If you're wobbly, make some adjustments. Taking the toes eventually from the mat in your own time. Try and align the knee and the hip and keep these hips and the pelvis stable. Flex the foot. Reach the arms out to the side and let the leg follow. Gorgeous. Inhale, so we're going to take the arms high and the leg back in front. Exhale. Start to make your way through that warrior three. Beautiful. Open the arms and take flight into that gorgeous aeroplane. Exhaling. When you're ready to start landing this one, deep bend of the knee, let the hands find the floor and the back toe glides left arm past your face. And you're in warrior two. Nice. Exhale. Have we checked in with our alignment? I'm keen to see you, but I'm going to stay on that same leg. Don't move. You're doing great. It's just me moving around. Make sure there's no rolling here. Let's bring it back. I think I can go a little bit lower there. Yay. Eyes follow that front arm. We sink deeper. Firm press into that back baby toe. Are we breathing? Are we smiling? Hey. Front arm finds that front thigh. Starting to make your way into side angle. So it's this rotation of the chest as we have the reach. So your right arm should be on your right thigh. Reach over with that left arm and sink the hips towards the ground. Nice. Shoulders move away from the ears, eyes to the sky, and going back into the right position so that I don't get mixed up more than anything. You know what I'm like? Exhale. Lunging that little bit more. Reaching with the right arm to the floor and sinking those hips if we can. How am I looking? What corrections would you say to me? Get those hips down, Helen. When we're ready, exhale. Bring the hands back to the mat. Lift that back heel and you're in lunge. Little round of vinyasa. All rest it out. Step back. Plank pose. Exhale. Oh, can we lower and hover? Of course we can. Inhaling. Exhaling down the double child's pose. Looking good, team. In breath. And out breath. Taking flight again. So left leg lifts into three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Inhale, look forward and step forward as we exhale. Lovely. So remember how we got into that standing split. And then aeroplane. A little release of the fingers first and a little press off that back toe. Do that as many times as you need to before you feel you can lift that right leg. Lovely. One arm. Oh, she's wobbly on this side. Two arms. Yay. Circle the arms. Find that warrior three. Keep it moving as we bend the right knee and bring it forward and through. Gorgeous. Pop a flex on the foot. Open the arms and the leg. Bring the hands back to the waist. Point the toe. And return it to the floor. Excellent work, team. Let's step those feet a little bit wider. Nice breath in. Breathe out through the mouth. Yeah, you might just want to hang out a little bit in that. Shake those hands out. Do it again. Inhale. Just going to get our music back. Exhale. Breathing out. If you want to gently sway from side to side, feel free. Oh, I do like that one. Lifting the heels as we just sway our hands. And when you're ready, put your feet together, hands in prayer. You're going to step the legs into triangle pose. So, comfortable distance, about the length of one of your legs between your 2 feet. Let's turn the right toes out first. Ground it down through the feet, feeling length through the spine, and take the arms into the T position. Nice breath in. As you breathe out, with the upper body only, reach to the side of the room. So if we can, keep both legs straight here. If it pulls too much on your knee, or there's an injury there, just soften it slightly for me. Great work. Exhale if you want to come into that full triangle option this morning. We'll lift through the upper body with this top arm, and the twist that we were doing in side angle is the same sort of twist of the chest, rotation of the chest that we want here in triangle as well. So I want you to feel the stretch down this side body on the left. You don't have to go low in triangle if it doesn't suit you, because it's about where you feel it here rather than in the hamstrings. Looking good, team. Inhaling, exhaling. Whenever you want to, come back to centre, use an in-breath. Draw you through centre. Out breath. Turn that right toe forward, left toe out. Realign through the upper body. Inhale. Exhale and shift. Gorgeous. So it can be enough to stay there and hold this part of the posture. We don't have to add anything further if it doesn't suit you. Drop through with this right shoulder. Turning the head towards the sky if the balance is there. Some people like to wrap that top arm as well. You can also put that in as an option, especially if we're working on opening shoulders. Sneaking it down a little bit further if we can, but not to worry if we've found our sweet spot, our maximum. Inhale, bring it through centre. Exhale, both toes turn forward, hands pop to the waist. You can step or you can bend the knees and pop those feet back together. Lovely. Rocking forward and back. Gorgeous. So now we're going to open the side bodies. We're just going to pop a bit of dancing warrior in. So you want to either jump or step the feet up to you. Right toe's going to turn out. And this foot needs to move a little bit wider this time so that I can get my warrior 2 deep lunge. Lovely. Pressing firmly into that back baby toe. In breath. Out breath, let's lunge that a little bit deeper. Turn that front palm, the right palm is turning towards the sky, and a gentle placement of this back hand onto the back thigh. Raising that right arm when we're ready. Gorgeous. Sinking down and perhaps bend the top elbow. Encouraging nose, chin, chest to spin towards the sky. Inhaling, exhaling, lower. Yay. Is my front thigh rolling forward? I hope not. Exhaling. From here we're going to stay low. In breath. Bring yourself through into side angle. Out breath as we find it. Lovely. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathing there. Maybe adding that reach. Going for that little bit of depth. In breath. Out breath. Let the top arm fully circle round as we inhale. Draw yourself to standing. Shift that back foot a couple of times to find triangle and flow into your triangle pose. This time some of you might want to add that wrap. Others might want to see if we can get a little bit lower. Or add a little twist. So we're bringing the left arm across, the right arm onto the back of that right hip. A reach for some, but my shoulders feel really tight with that one at the moment, so I'm staying here. Inhale whenever you're ready. We'll use that left arm to draw us back through centre. Turn the toes forward, left toes out, and then move back with that back right leg. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale. Warrior 2. Lovely. In breath. Look towards that front arm. Out breath. Turn the palm. Find your dancing warrior. Inhaling. Exhaling as we sink. So always you can check how much weight you're putting through this back arm by letting it loose and just checking it's not taking too much pressure, especially through a joint. Exhale. Using your flow and your breath whenever you want to, flowing into side angle. Gorgeous. Going that little bit lower if we can encourage ourselves to. Yeah. Inhale, drawing that arm all the way round, shifting the back foot. When you've found your triangle, exhale all the way in. And in that top arm wrap, or twisted triangle. Ooh. Nice. Stay with a wrap. I think on this side, really got a tight shoulder at the moment. Not enough yoga going on. Inhale. Lovely. Exhale. Let's step this back foot forward to find the front of our mat. So we're going to start making our way into the final phase of our class. From here you'll move into rest after our finishing poses. So if you want warmer things, blankets, or get pillows, why not? Have them by your side for rest. In breath when you're ready. Arms high. Enjoy this last cycle through. Exhale, we down. Inhale, flat back. Long neck. Exhale, folding forward. Maybe staying forward fold for a breath or two. I'll leave you to take it in your own time to step in right, left, into plank. Half plank or tabletop, as always, an option. Exhale. The slowest, most controlled chaturanga that you've done. And hover, hover, hover. Don't let go. All the way to the mat. Inhale. Oh, nice upward dog. Let's find the length in that neck. Exhale. Round through child's pose. If you're ready for it, take rest in child's pose. Those of you that still want a downward dog, take your last and final downward dog. Have you practiced this morning? Check that back body. The heels connected to the floor maybe for some of you. Some of you might just be skimming the mat. Find the knees and then press through child's pose when you're ready. Walking those hands back towards us. Let's let the legs out from underneath. Shift yourself so you've got enough mat behind to come onto your forearms. Feet go nice and wide. A nice knock of the knees from side to side. So we're going to finish with bridge pose. Those of you that do full wheel in your practice, remember you can always pop that option in, but please go safely. I'm not here, I'm not there to help if you need it. When you're ready, let yourself find the mat with your spine. Anything you need to do here to help release the lower back, the mid back. Inviting the knees in for a hug. Shrug your shoulders out, relax through the ankles. So if you prefer to take perhaps relaxed cobbler's pose and start breathing into your rest here, feel free. Other than that, feet comfortably apart so that you feel nice and stable to press through the feet. Hands by the side of us, supporting this posture. Start with pelvic tilts. So tiny little tilt of the pelvis as you breathe in, tilt towards the sky. As you breathe out, let it release. Inhaling onto the back of the shoulders and neck, so we keep our head nice and still if we're coming up into bridge pose. A good squeeze of the bottom and the thighs, keeping the knees parallel. If you can, start to work the arms underneath us, maybe interlace the fingers. So we're really high on the back of the arms, puffing out the chest, squeezing through those legs. Some of you might play around, lifting the heels, lifting the toes, keeping those hips as high as you can. Stay there and breathe if you've found the one that's right for you. I'm going to ease off the back of my shoulders so that I can take my arms overhead. It's going to make my back body do a bit more work, so I'm reaching through to the fingertips and squeezing at the bottom. I also like this version for when I come down so that I can place each part of the spine slowly and carefully into the mat as my arms come overhead at the same time. Back down to the floor. Beautiful. Feel free for any repeats of those. I can see my clock tick-tocking away. So we're going to move into rest. Let the knees go from side to side. I'm going to find a few moments in relaxed cobblers, so joining the soles of the feet together, letting the hands find the lower belly. Wiggle through the shoulders and start to turn the head from side to side. Slow the breath. Close the eyes down. When the head finds a comfortable place to rest, relax the muscles of the face. So it's all those strange shapes that we made with the mouth, with the eyes, with the nose, until the jaw feels relaxed. We can deepen the breath. My lower back is now telling me to come into knock-knee position, so I'm going to bring my knees together and walk my feet out to the edge of the mat. From here, a couple of little pelvic tilts, just tiny, before I want to slide my legs away, making an A shape with the legs so that my thighs can relax, my toes are turned out, and the backs of my hands flop into the floor. Deeper breath. So as we journey into rest, now we use squeeze, release, taking a breath in, squeezing some tension through the hands, bending the elbows, squeezing the shoulders. As you exhale, release that tension. Repeating at the lower body if you want to. Breath in, squeeze the bottom, flex the feet, contract the lower abdominals. Breath out, release. And then allowing yourself to rest. done, team. Lovely to practice with you this morning. Stay there and rest a little bit longer if that feels good. When you're ready to come round, just move the body slowly and carefully. I'm going to say namaste. I'll see you next week. Very well done.